Hey guys, this is Rob here again. So today we got another mechanical mod, and this mechanical mod once again does come from angelcigs.com, and this mod is the Sioux-like mechanical mod, the Sioux-like. Now this, here it is. This is not a one-to-one clone. This is just a Sioux-like style mechanical mod that angelcigs is sending out, that is selling right now. So I have been fairly enjoying this. The bottom switch is a little finicky, which we'll get in on this when we dive down the table. Other than that, it is a pretty nice little decent little mod. It hits pretty nice. As you can tell, excellent vapor production. So let's get diving on the table and take a look at this bad boy. So alright guys, here is the Sioux mod from angelcigs.com. Now this device is a 22mm device. It is 510 threaded connection only, and this will run in 18350, 18500, or 18650 mode. It does have adjustable positive battery contact. It does have a spring bottom loaded firing button with reverse threaded locking ring. It does have a black plated finish, and it has a laser engraved logo. Now, which the laser engraving logo, it is laser engraved, but it's real thin laser engraving. That probably, I believe that's probably going to wear off after a while, along with this little logo down here. So once again, this is black and copper mod here. They do have the brass version, but this one here is the copper and black, which I do really like the way this thing looks. It does look real nice, I gotta say. Let's go ahead and break this on down here, and we'll talk about it a little bit more. Let's take it all apart here. Nice smooth threads. I haven't had any problems with any of the threads. No squeaking, no grinding, no crunching, none of that stuff. As you can tell, nice and smooth. Lightweight mod. This is a real lightweight mod. And it did come with your 18500 little tube here, which I don't run 18500 tube or 18350, so I really don't care. But just to let you guys know. So, alright guys. Here is the top part right here. You do have an adjustable pin here for your to meet up with your RDA. So you basically just take your RDA, you back this off here, and you put your RDA on, and then you tighten this up to your RDA. Now I would not put any tanks on this. This is just strictly to me, K-funds, foggers, RDA, stuff like that. There's really not enough airflow. There is little slits in there, but you'd have to have a gap in between the top and your tank itself. So here's the tube, lightweight tube, nice little copper threading in there. It's all copper inside the tube. This is all nice and copper, nice copper threads, and then this is all copper, and here you got small threads and everything in there. So yeah, that's it on there. Now here's the bottom switch right here. Now this is a little finicky. Let's go ahead and kind of take this apart. I'll show you what it looks like underneath this piece here. There you go. You got this little spring here. Now this will come to you in the mail with this spring the opposite way, and if you use it with the opposite way, that I noticed that it actually wound up after a few days, it started auto firing. The spring started getting caught onto here because it does have this little lip up inside there, so it was getting caught. Now you do have this little square style. I don't know if you can see it, square style, so you don't have to worry about your 510 going anywhere. You just gotta every once in a while tighten this up here, or you can put some Loctite on there. But other than that, and then you got this little, I don't know why they got this two-piece here. This is actually stainless steel, is actually a separate piece. So you got two separate pieces on this. I don't know why they did that, but they did. Now once again, this button is finicky with that spring. So and if you take it out too far, you have a hard time getting it locked in, so you got to move this here around until you can get the locking ring on. Now as you can tell, the locking ring did not stop. I was actually able to just adjust the locking ring all the way out. So you basically have to take the locking ring to where the push button is recessed, so you can set it on the table so nothing will fire on it. Alright, so that's how the locking ring works. So be aware, and then that pushes up as you take that, so then you can fire. Now it does fire every time. I have no issues with it firing, but once again, if you're not the type of person that wants to deal with any of this, this will thread all the way off if you stick it in your pocket and unthreads. Alright, so it is finicky, and then the spring, got to make sure the spring's in there the right direction, or it will auto fire on you. If it's in the opposite way, it'll auto fire. So, alright, it does have these nice little grooves on this right here to take it apart and adjust and everything. So that's real nice. So let's go ahead and put this all back together here. As you can tell, no squeaking or anything, man. It's just it's a nice little mod. It does hit nice. It's just a little finicky on the bottom switch. Alright. As you can tell, it's hitting. So alright guys, let's bring this back at the top and talk about a little bit more and vape on it. So that was the review of the Sioux mod from angelcigs.com. It is a black and copper. It does have the engraved logos, but they are a real light engraving. I do believe you could probably scratch that off, and sooner or later that logo won't be there no more, or down here. And the bottom button is a little finicky, but other than that, it's a real nice, decent mod. Those are just the two cons that I have with the mod, is the engravings are a little light and the bottom switch is a little bit finicky. And make sure you get the spring in right or it will auto fire. And the locking ring does not completely lock. It will actually keep unthreading until it all the way comes off. Alright guys. So if you're if you're worried about the bottom switch stuff, I wouldn't get this. If you're worried about the engravings, I wouldn't get this. But if those two things don't seem to bother you too much, and you like the way the design, now that's the reason why I got this, is because I do like the design of it, and I'll use this all the time. I don't have, I mean, yeah, it's got a few cons, but I just deal with whatever it has. But I'm just letting you guys know that if you have a problem with that kind of stuff, I would not get this. Now I did get this for like $22 or $23 on angelcigs.com. I will put a link in the description down below so you guys can check out their website and check out this mod if that's what you're looking for. They do have a brass version as well instead of just the copper version, because a lot of people do like brass also. As you can tell, it does hit real nice. Plenty of vapor production with this Mutant X. So alright guys, till next time.